Holy crap.
It's sick.
What's up, Junkies? Welcome to this week's upload. Today we're on the road. We're actually heading to Derick's shop, which usually means there's something very wrong with my car, but surprisingly not. We're actually going to be working on his car, so stay tuned. I'll catch you guys there and see the exciting stuff we're working on today. We made it to the shop, and I'm assuming by the title of the video you guys already know what we're doing, but we're putting an angle kit on the JZX90s. Derick's gonna show us what his stock dangle looks like. Let's see it. I don't know why you're complaining, bro. That's plenty of angle. I think you just suck.
You drive a yacht and then you'll find out.
Man, what a shame. This guy zip tied his underglow to his JDM bumper.
I'm gonna get a kit on it.
So what kind of, so this is Cusco upper arms?
Yeah.
For IS300
Or JZX90.
or JZX90.
Are you still having problems with the
And then,
Yeah.
what brand is this? FDF?
Yeah.
FDF, what? I don't know what this part's even called, but yeah, this is basically just the angle kit for an IS300, but it's bolt up for the JZX90s. I mean, we'll find out if it's bolt up.
JZX190 and IS300.
I was thinking,
Look at that dust shield, what the hell?
What the hell?
Dude, this dust shield is doing way too much. No wonder you ain't got no angle, because it's gonna bind up on your sway bar.
I was thinking, is this
What?
New LED strip on the front. Yeah, they don't light up. The one I drilled the holes in before.
He's like, I want to do everything right on this car.
Yeah, so this is just an extension for the lower control arm.
So it's supposed to bolt on to the control arm. You guys might be wondering, if you don't know how to do it, just read the instructions, right? Well, yeah, let me know if you guys can tell me what this translates to, because there's literally no English except for right here at the bottom where it says use in Japan only. Should be fun. Derick's from the motherland anyway, he can figure it out.
Let's see. Let's see him a fender up real quick.
Oof.
I already thought.
I've been taking your position on screwing things up and crashing everywhere.
It feels kind of nice sitting up here.
Yeah. Derick's just taking the tie rod off, and then he's gonna get the upper control arm taken off and
Allegedly have my whole spindle hanging.
yeah, have the spindle hanging by the ratchet strap there. So pro tip. Hold on a minute. Are you actually using gloves? What? He's been a new man since he had kids. He's like, I'm gonna start taking care of myself.
No, I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't go that far. What's that?
Speed sensor or ABS sensor.
ABS sensor disconnected. The upper control arm disconnected. Sweet, he's got the spindle all the way off. Now we're gonna see if he can mock up whatever this piece is. I don't even know what you call that. Okay, yeah, so essentially that just slips on, and that makes a lot more sense for that tension rod. You get 3 different adjustments for your coilover.
I bet if I spent $2 grand on the nice one, it probably would have came with instructions.
How much cheaper was this one? Not even that much, huh?
Half price.
Oh, okay, okay.
Dude, the reason why I bought the Cusco upper control arms, you know how much the matching ones for this were?
What?
Like 800 bucks. Just for upper control arms.
And per Adam LZ, what Derek was saying, the best upgrade for this tension rod here is the JZX100 if you're using a JZX90 like he is.
Don't quote me on that.
Don't quote
I think.
We'll just blame it on Adam.
And then there's one other kid, not hating on him, but his wheel options. You know, he did the angle kit for wider wheels, and he had wheels that like stuck out to here, and he's sitting there like drifting on it. Probably like 255 wides, dude. I was impressed.
Did like a 100mm extension.
I was sitting there, I was like, there's no way this dude's gonna drive like that. No, sure as shit, he fucking drove it like that.
Coil fit in there? Yeah, it does. Nice. You know, this was actually, seems a lot easier than I thought.
Don't say that yet.
It's probably because I'm not in the way working on shit. I'm just filming. I'm gonna watch that GoPro time lapse and it's just gonna be me watching you the whole time.
Like that one I tagged you.
Yeah.
When your boy comes over to help you work on the car. If Ryan ever watches this, you over tighten your coilovers.
Hey, this is for the audience, alright?
Gets the people going.
I was debating if I should just go start on the other side, but I figured I might mess it up. Spraying rocks at my car.
He thought about that for a solid 5 minutes before.
Dude, I swear you left and came back just to do that burnout.
He's gonna check this out on YouTube.
Yeah.
One time he viewed your channel.
I'm gonna get one extra view this time, and I'm gonna know exactly who it is. This looks pretty cool though. I wouldn't have guessed that it's the cheaper option. So is it just this kit and like one other kit that's available online that you could find?
There's the mini, and then a medium option, then the Mega Mantis.
Okay. And then the Mega Mantis is like the wise fab of...
Yeah. And it's pretty much a one-piece lower control arm. You get the upper control arm. For the price, it is a better deal, but I wanted to cheap out. But so you get the upper control arm, a full extended or adjustable, I believe, at like 50 millimeters, and then you get a drop spindle, and then I can run their spindle, which I will, because you can run you replace their whole spindle and it bolts up to 350Z brakes and wheel bearings, so your brakes and wheel bearings are actually serviceable, unlike mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'd be a lot better for when you need to replace shit.
Now, when I talked to them on the phone, they were even like, well, parts are a bitch to get for these things, so I would suggest doing it, and I was like, I don't feel like dropping $2 grand on it yet. Yeah,
I forgot about that. When you're trying to replace the pads, you couldn't find anything for it.
If you grind down LS400 pads, it works temporarily.
Temporarily, permanently.
Choice. Yeah.
It's been like a year. So the other piece for that is basically just to bolt that arm up to the spindle, right?
Yeah, right here. So it replaces, where's that piece I already pulled out?
And then that goes to the tie rod, right?
No, that goes to the flux capacitor.
Be a smart ass. I'm just asking dumb questions for the viewers, not because I'm like
I already
dumb
know.
or anything.
I'm testing you, man.
I'm just doing it for the viewers, man.
They said you needed the upper control arms because running just this kit, you'll have like more than 7 degrees of camber. So allegedly I should get +4 out of those, but I'm gonna try to rock them how they are and see what it's at.
Okay. That's actually really cool though, because you got so many adjustable options with all this stuff
then you
though.
can flip the ball joint and get more angles out of it because one side's longer.
That's cool.
And then
I like that.
One thing was like, you know, the nicer ones, the adjustments here, which I don't necessarily like because this is a,
right.
You can't f that up.
Right, right.
I can have it crooked if I was adjusting it where it mounts. And I feel like that's a lot more serviceable than trying to adjust right here.
Yeah, no kidding.
Pull the whole thing out and shit.
Yeah. I think he's just gonna bolt the rest of this stuff up, take this off, and I don't want to waste too much film time, so I'll just get back to you guys once we get this new part ready to install, and then also the other part that bolts up to the spindle.
Yeah, it was sitting right there instead of there.
Okay. But yeah, Derek and I were just talking about how they kind of like almost knew that people were going to put angle kits on these, because this ball joint, you can actually just literally unbolt it instead of having to squeeze it out, and just bolt this new extended piece onto the control arm right there. So he's got everything snugged up, the sway bar, the upper control arm put on, the coilover, and he adjusted this piece out, and now we're just trying to figure this thing out. After that, we just got the tie rod to go, and then everything should be able to be bolted back together and adjusted to whatever alignment he's going to go for. We're kind of just learning as we go, all right? I know this is supposed to be a how-to, but it's more of just watch us kind of figure this out as we go.
There was no how-to when I started it.
Yeah, there's literally no instructions, no other info. You weren't able to find?
You get a shit ton of popcorn, you know, packing shit, but no instructions.
Yeah, they packed, I will say they package this really well, but they
10 out of 10 on that.
Yeah, they just didn't give any instructions. You couldn't find anything on like a old forum or anything from like 2006.
No.
Those usually aren't even helpful either. Go home with a black eye. My girlfriend would be like, "Is your boyfriend beating you again?" So we don't have everything exactly bolted up right now, but Derek, out of curiosity, wanted to put the wheel up and see what it would look like. And oh my goodness, that is a lot of camber, and we got it adjusted as far out as possible. And that is a lot of angle.
I need to get rid of them.
Yeah, those dust shields I thought would be a problem. But I think you can just trim it if you wanted. But wow, holy crap.
It's gonna be sick.
He's like, it's sick, and it doesn't even turn. Holy smokes, dude.
This is it hitting the sway bar.
But also the tie rod's not mounted up, but I think with that extension to the tie rod, you could literally get that much.
I'll be right there.
Yeah, you'll be able to get just about as much as you're at. Little times passed, we did realize that Derek's white wheels have a little bit too much offset, so he's gonna have to run either a staggered setup or just a different offset front wheel. And then he's got the extension on the tie rod that he's bolting up there. And you said it's just all the way in as far as it can go?
Yeah, and that was about straight with the wheel straight. So.
Yeah, so he's got it adjusted all the way in, and then we have the toe plates over there to adjust whatever, and then I just been plugging away over here, getting ready for him to come install this side. I don't think we're gonna record the installation on this side. We're running out of SD card room, and I figured it'd just be repetitive, and you guys saw most of what was going on over there. But this side's all disconnected and ready to go as soon as he's done with this side over here.
I think I'm done.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, and then other than that, we did find out for sure, I mean, depending on your wheel size, I mean, if you have the angle kit, you're probably running 17s or 18s anyway. We're gonna have to knock this pinch weld in regardless of the offset of because this wheel fits a lot better than that one does because it's quite a bit smaller, but they're still 18. Okay, Derek's got this side installed now. And even with these smaller wheels, we're thinking that just raising the car a little bit might be best. So he's adjusting the coilovers right now to get a little bit more clearance for that fender, especially with the road he's driving on around here. Don't want to clap out this fender more than they're already clapped. All right, we're at the end, basically the finish line. I don't think do you want to adjust toe tonight or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no way I could drive home like this.
So yeah, we lowered the car down one time and it literally the wheels were just in the fender, so Derek just raised it up a bit again because this dropped the car significantly. So we're hoping, crossing our fingers, that it doesn't just sit on the fender still. Oh my gosh, it looks like it just fits barely. close, dangerously close. So much more angle. Well, that's a wrap for this episode, guys. Thanks for joining. You're about to leave me hanging. And we'll see you in the next one.